Hello, I'm Barry Dublett for Board Game Geek here at the Cannes Festival de Jeux 2020. And joining me is Benjamin Carillon with their new game from the boîte de jeux, Daimyo.
Yes, the rebirth of the empire.
Thank you very much. Tell us a little bit about Daimyo.
So, this game takes place in a post-apocalyptic dystopia. You know, there has been this big cataclysm, and now all the civilization we know are gone. A new one is trying to emerge and to build a new empire on the ruins of the lost technology. But they don't really understand how it used to work, and there's some kind of worship things that they don't understand, so maybe they will worship an old broken TV set put upside down, that they make jewelry out of garbage that they found. So they've got those clues and they sometimes misuse it, so it's created this new environment.
Okay.
The game plays from 2 to 4 players, and it's kind of a heavy game with lots of different strategy and mechanisms. So it's games last around 2 hours.
Wow.
And I think it will be the heaviest game we've done so far.
Definitely.
So basically, every player will lead one tribe in this archipelago. You say in English, archipel. Lots of islands together. And each clan is different. You've got an asymmetrical start. The clans have their own special abilities and their own cards, etc. So basically, the game will play in 5 turns, and at the beginning of each turn, we will roll a pool of dice, and the game is a dice drafting game.
Okay.
So one at a time, we will pick one die, and then the opposite player pick one die amongst the remaining, etc. So we will pick dice like this, and we will choose them both regarding the colors and the values. So both are important. For example, let's say I pick a red die here. I have to put it on my personal board. So
Shift this into the middle.
okay. So we've got this personal board. So by the way, obviously this is still a prototype. A few things might change. The illustration here might definitely change. So I've got this red die here. I assume let's say it was a 3. I can only put it on a red area, so I can either put it there or here. If I put it there, I can recruit new miniatures, new characters, or here I can build buildings. But if I wanted to get resources or move a special character, I would have needed to pick a green die. So let's say, for example, I go here. Here I can recruit new characters. There are 3 different kinds of characters in the game. You've got your daimyos, which are local lords that will try to improve your popularity. And depending on the island you put it, it will increase your popularity in this scale here. And at the end of each turn, there will be a popularity contest to elect the new empire. You can also recruit scavengers. No, I will talk about the shadows first. So you can also recruit shadows. Shadows are like assassins to kill and remove daimyos from other players, so to decrease their popularity and to shift the majority of the island. But you only have 3 of those, and once they are used, you cannot use them again. So you only have these 3 shots for the entire game, so you have to use them wisely. It's not a very big confrontation game with lots of combats. It's more of a majority of influence on different territories, and these are tools to sometimes shift the majorities.
Okay, so you've talked about the dice drafting. How does the rest of the board tie into that?
Yeah, so the board here, which is quite gigantic, is divided on several islands. So 4 players will play with all of them, and we will remove 1 island for each missing player. And each of those islands are divided in small territories. And On some territories, only Daimyos, lords can go. Other, only the shadows to kill the other Daimyos. And there's a third type of character that can go on those islands. It's the scavenger. The scavenger does not take place in influence and popularity, but is more into the old relics from the past time.
Okay.
So we'll move from one island to the other and try to build old relics, which is a different way of scoring points in the game. All right, so you can recruit those characters to either increase your popularity or find fragments of relics, or to kill other daimyos to shift the popularity of the island.
Yeah.
You can also build buildings, and I will put this back in the middle. Okay, if you build buildings, you can either build technoforms to help you get more resources. So you choose the one you want to build and you put it somewhere on the board. But also it unlocks you a tile that you can use to craft your personal board. So let's say, for example, I want to put this tile here. Now every time I will play this green action, I will do the basic action, but I will also do the action that I have crafted. So each empire can really be unique and with different combinations of actions and to go to different strategies.
Okay.
So you can either build technofarms or you can also build broadcast towers to spread the good word, and increase your popularity and try to be elected.
Cool.
And you also have this tile mechanism to craft your board. Okay, so we will pick die one after the other, and depending on the colors, we will do these actions on the board. But also the values are important, because at the same time you have cards in your hand, and the cards works with the values and not the colors. So in addition to the basic action, if you have a value that matches one die, you can play the card as an extra action, which is written on the card, to get the most of your strategy. And the more you pick dice, and the more combination you can do. Like this, for example, now I can either play cards that with value of 2, 3s, or 5, because I can combine those two, and now I can play these cards. There's a bit of deck building cards mechanism, because you have those cards and you can buy new ones. You can recruit new heroes to help you in your quest of becoming the new empire, the emperor. And those cards will be like in a deck building type. When you played it, it goes to your discard and waiting to be drawn again. All right, so that's it basically. Each turn we roll the pool of dice, we pick ones, and we can play basic actions and extra action through the cards. When everybody has picked 3 dice, it's the end of the round. Yep. And at the end of the round, we see how many majorities of popularity you've gone to get points. The different ways of scoring points in the game are through the majorities at the end of each round, building your buildings, recruiting new heroes, new hero cards, and with your scavengers when you build your new relics. So this is the game that will be available on the Kickstarter campaign in April. We'll run this campaign. There will be 2 versions. There will be a cheaper version with only wooden components, and there will also be the all-in version with the if will be focused or not, or out of focus.
No.
All right, so
there are some wonderful prototype minis of different characters, and these characters are going to be the heroes and the scavengers.
There will be daimyos, scavengers, and shadows, and we also have miniatures for the buildings. So there will be more than 80 miniatures total, I think. Yeah. All right, so that's it for Daimyo. So Kickstarter in April, and hopefully it will be delivered for the end of the year or maybe beginning of next year.
And there you have it from Benjamin Carillon himself. Daimyo coming soon to Kickstarter. Look out for it then.